Hello, and today we're replacing the indicator bulb on a W211 Mercedes E-Class. It's quite hard to get into the bulbs, unfortunately, on these Mercedes, especially with the SBC pump in the way here. But what you can do is you can remove 3 of the hex bolts. There's an 8mm hex bolt there, one there, and one here on the front. But you can't fully remove the headlight because there's actually another bolt over here underneath the bumper, so you need to take the bumper off if you want to actually take the headlight fully out. But that just gives you just about enough flexibility to get your arm in, especially if you've got smaller arms. I mean, I've got fairly big hands, so it is quite tricky for me. I'll just show you how you get to it now. It's not at all easy to see what you're doing here, but you've got a lower cover for your HID projection unit, and the upper cover right at the very top corner there, that's your indicator bulb. I've got a torch in there, but you can't really see it. It's this part exactly here that's sticking out there. Let's have a closer look. That's it there, that part. You can't get your hand in from the front, you've got to really stick your arm in. Let's just see if we can do it on camera. Just line this torch up. Right, so your arm goes in right behind the indicator unit. You've got to really stretch, and I don't know if you can see where my fingers go, just on the back of this unit here. And you want to twist this counterclockwise. There's a plastic tab there, and then once you've undone it, you wiggle it out. There you go. As you can see, it's sealed, so it's quite difficult to remove. Just pull it out. There you go. Let's see if we can see. No, you can't really see much from this side. It's not very helpful. You just need to notice in this very top part here. Right, if we have a look at the bulb through the magnifying light, we can see it's a Philips 12496 HTC / LLPY 21 watt 12 volt. So obviously 21 watt 12 volt bulb. Now, I believe in the UK this is known as a 581 bulb if you're looking for a replacement. This is the original bulb, as I've actually had the car for the majority of its life, so I know it's never been replaced before. When the W211 Mercedes came out, they originally gave a 10-year warranty on bulbs. So if possible, get one of these Philips ones, as they obviously do last a lifetime. My car is 11 years old now, so it's done really well. Very pleased to have a bulb in fact, this is the first bulb that needs replacing on the car after 11 years. So, you know, they definitely used high quality bulbs on the Mercedes. So I'm going to go and get one replacement, and then we'll fit it. So one thing we can see is the car correctly identifies the failed bulb as soon as you get in the car. You don't have to turn it on at all. It tells you straight away that your front right turn signal is out. Now if we turn the car on and use the indicators, we can see firstly it's flashing very quickly to alert you there's a problem, and it's also saying front right turn signal backup lamp is on. Now what that means is, in this case it's using the amber lamps on the wing mirrors as a backup indicator. So the front indicator is not completely out, there's still, you know, a visible flashing amber light. I believe if the rear lamp fails, it will use the reverse light on the relevant side as a temporary indicator until you replace the bulb. So it's very ahead of its time, as with a lot of the Mercedes technology. It does use other bulbs for other functions just to get you out of an emergency situation where there's a bulb failure. So next step is let's go ahead and replace it. Unfortunately, my local suppliers didn't have the Philips bulb, so I've gone with Bosch, which was the best manufacturer that I could find that they had in stock. So as we look at the part number, we can see it's a PY21W 21 watt. And it shows you there 12 volts, 21 watt, and the part number is 581, as previously stated. That's a common part number in the UK for these bulbs. So let's go ahead and fit. Now I just wanted to quickly show you the back of the lamp holder so you can see what you're actually looking for. Now when the socket is fitted into the car, this tab at the back will be vertical as such, and you're basically turning it anti-clockwise about 45 degrees, and same when you're putting it back in, it'll be going in at a 45 degree angle. So sort of maybe start it horizontal and twist it until you feel it lock into place, and then twist it fully vertical to lock the lamp. One thing to note is you should never touch bulbs with your fingers, as it actually shortens the life. So you want to get yourself some white cloth, lint-free cloth if possible. I've just got some kitchen roll, which is not perfect but better than nothing. Like I say, just don't touch them with your fingers, because any finger marks, any grease on the bulb can cause it to heat up and prematurely fail. It's more of a problem with headlights, to be honest, than things like indicators, but still, they will last longer if you don't touch them. And to fit the bulb in, you simply push it in and turn it clockwise, and it all clicks into place. Now let's go and stick this in the car. So you're going to be starting about here. You want the holder at about a 45 degree angle, and you need to get your arm all the way in. Try not to touch the bulb on anything, and you need to sort of go towards this housing here. Quite tricky, and quite quick tricky here to get it in at the right angle. Right, there we go. Once you get the right angle, it pushes in further, like so, and then we can twist it, and that locks into place. That is done. Let's go and test it. And as soon as I get back in the car, you can see the error message has gone away already. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to start it up, you don't have to clear anything. As soon as you wake the car up, it tests the functions of all the bulbs. It basically checks the current draw on them, and as you can see, it's already tested the bulb and identified it's now okay. So if we just turn the car on and indicate, there you go, you can see there's no longer a problem. It's flashing normally and there's no error message. So that is now working. And there you go, just to show it working from the front. Now, I could do with restoring these headlight covers, so we'll probably do a video at some point about that. I think a few people have already done them, so it won't be anything new, but I'll go ahead and do that at some point. But you can see it's working. I'm going to go ahead and change the other bulb. As I can see, it's slightly dimmer looking compared to that one. So that's probably at the end of its life really as well.